Your finger out of the way.
Oh, how do I? There we go. Yep.
Just hold the glass at the top.
I'm trying to. I can't keep going left and it goes right.
Right.
Okay, go.
Okay. Ready? Three,
Yep.
2, 1. Hello,
Hello.
and welcome to another episode of Run with a View.
Run with a View, yes, which
Mm.
is two aging nerds talking about the films they love to the best of their
Hmm.
recollection while
Indeed.
drinking rum.
Haha, rum. Lots and lots
I'm
of rum.
Stu.
And I'm Alan.
Rum. I'm Stu with my rum. You're
Yeah,
Alan with your rum.
I am. Yeah.
Alan,
Um,
what is today's episode?
well, yeah, it's a little bit different. This came from discussion me and Stu had in the pub a couple of weeks ago. And the title of this episode, as you've seen on the thumbnail, is It's Trash, but I Love It. So we are going to do a top 10 of five each. We do a top 10 of our movies that we love. They're trash, but we love them. Okay.
Yes.
And yeah,
In
we
spite of ourselves.
exactly. Our guilty pleasures. Yeah, I mean, you can see behind us, both of us, we have, a collection of our DVDs and stuff. But actually, a lot of the ones that I've selected, I don't actually have. They're either, I watch them on streaming platforms. I don't actually have a DVD, a hard copy. I have a couple, but not all five.
So,
Mm.
Alan, would you like to go first with your
Yeah.
first shit but I love it, trash but I love it? I'm
Trash,
sorry.
but I
Not
love it. Okay.
what's your first piece of trash that you love?
My first bit of trash that I love. I've only got a handful of the hard copies here, so I'm going to go
Yeah,
for the first
that's all
one.
right.
So
That's all
my
right.
first
That's all
one
right.
is
Oh, okay.
1981 Flash Gordon.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, I love this movie. It's just
Well, so
great.
do
I
I.
just
So do I.
Yeah, I know. So that's why I wanted to get him first. Yeah. Yeah, I remember watching this when I was a little kid and when I was at school and pissing around in the playground talking about it. I saw it on TV loads. It was just a movie that you saw loads when you were growing up. Soundtrack by Queen, absolutely amazing.
Oh,
It's cheesy as hell, but it
I
doesn't
used to
matter.
have the album until some bastard nicked it,
Really. Wasn't
and I
me,
know who
don't
it
worry.
was, or
There
the
you go,
friend of who
because
it
you know it
was.
wasn't. Mm.
Anyway, sorry, carry on. Great soundtrack.
But yeah, amazing soundtrack. Some hilarious acting. Brilliant costumes. Costumes are absolutely
Oh yeah,
fantastic in the film.
and the sets
Um,
and everything. Yeah.
Sets are amazing, and yeah, it's just and also, so I would say for a film from Mike Hodges, like really, it's a Mike Hodges movie. It's like it just doesn't play into the handbook of a lot of the stuff that he has made as well. So
Yeah, because he did like
mm,
sort of things like Get Carter, didn't he? And
yeah, exactly.
Croupier and stuff
It's
like
a
that. Yeah, more sort of
very
hard-edged kind of.
yeah, very off the wall for him. But the whole thing with I think this list for me is if you're just flicking through channels on the TV and it just came on, you just watch it. It just oh yeah, this is all fine, and just that's it. You just watch the movie, and it'll be the same with every one of these that I'm picking today. But another little fun fact I like about Flash Gordon, Mike Hodges' version about if it wasn't for this movie, Star Wars wouldn't have been made because Lucas had or wanted to get the
Oh,
rights
George
to get
Lucas.
George
Yeah, yeah.
Lucas wanted to get the rights for Flash Gordon, and then that's what he had his heart set on, and he couldn't get the rights, so he ended up making Star Wars instead. So
So we have
so
Flash Gordon to blame for Star
we
Wars.
have Flash Gordon to blame for Star Wars, and
It's a
even though
big
it's
bag of
complete,
fun.
it is just a big bag of fun, and you just come away with a massive smile on your face and thinking, how did Ming survive all that? Spoiler alert.
Well, oh, hang on, I haven't got my card ready, have I?
Oh
Hang on, hang
dear,
on, hang on.
sorry.
Yeah, oh,
I'm a
spoiler
bad
for
one
the
for
end of a
spoilers. Yeah,
another 46-year-old movie.
yeah.
Yeah, Flash Gordon.
So,
Well, because they do the not fake out, what's it called? The
mm,
sort of like teaser, sequel teaser ending, and of course it never got a
yeah,
sequel.
no,
At least not with that
exactly.
production team and everything. Yeah,
It
yeah.
was planned to, they did to
Well,
try
I'm
and,
sure. Yeah, I'm sure they'd
but
liked it to, but they
just
didn't make
couldn't
enough
get
money, I
it.
think.
No, but yeah. But again, I think it's the type of movie that's in a lot of trash, but I love it people's categories. So, I don't think I'm alone on this one. So, but
Well, I know you're not alone in this one because
yeah,
I
I
mean,
know.
it's not one of my picks for tonight. Uh,
Oddly
I
enough, I
suppose
thought
it
you
could
would
have
have had
been.
it, so that's why I put it at the
Well,
top of my list just in case
oh,
you
you
had
thought I
it
was going to
too.
have it because we.
Yeah,
I should have said at the top of the show. I'm sorry, this is my bad. I should have said at the top of the show we don't
yeah.
actually We have discussed it vaguely, so I think we've
Yeah.
got some idea what the other one has picked, but
Hmm.
we haven't discussed it beforehand. We haven't said, right, I'm doing one, two, three, four, five.
Yeah.
We've sort of, so yeah, there is an element of surprise for each of us here.
Exactly.
And
So
no, I didn't pick this. And actually, did I even consider this one? To me, I don't actually think it's trash. I actually think it's quite good.
yeah, I know.
Well,
So do I really.
it is
Yeah.
trash,
It
but
is
it's
and it
like
isn't. And yeah,
you can make a case that it's trash.
easily. But you can also make a case that it isn't. So
there's a lot to like about it. It's I mean, well, it's the whole thing. It's the camp thing, isn't it? People call it
exactly.
camp.
It's total camp and just fun. And
Same
yeah.
writer, I think. I believe.
Yes,
I think
indeed.
Lorenzo Semple
Yes.
Jr. wrote the script, didn't he?
Hmm.
And he wrote or he either wrote or was it or created or something
Mm.
the Batman TV series.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
was him as well. So same guy. So he had form in like
Mm.
taking comic book pulpy sort of material and turning it into
Yeah.
something even sillier. Yeah.
But what a
But
quotable film. Brian Blessed.
oh God, yeah,
Just
yeah. I mean, oh,
just
Brian Blessed on
such a
his own.
good.
I mean, he's
I
yeah.
know.
I mean, I can recite whole scenes from that movie, but I'm not going to.
Yeah. No, we're
Um,
not going to subject it to
not going to
that.
subject you to that.
Yeah.
Uh, yes, and Ming knows that too. So, by delivering you, I allay his suspicions. Oh, I gain time. That's what you're getting at me today. I might even
Yeah,
cut that
okay.
out
All
by
right.
popular demand
No.
after it's been posted. So, Flash Gordon, I mean,
Mm.
well, okay,
Yeah.
I've got a book. I've got a book.
Mm.
I've
Big
got several
book.
books. You can probably see them
Very
over
big
my shoulder,
book.
but I've got a very big book. It's
Mm.
Video Hound's Golden Movie Retriever.
Hmm.
It's a review book, basically. It's a consumer guide to all movies available on home video or streaming, up to, well, not all movies, but the top
The fair.
25,000 or whatever,
Mm.
up to 2021.
Hmm.
So I thought it might be rather fun to see what
Mm.
they made of our picks for
Thought of it
this
at
evening.
the
So
time.
yes, what they thought. Some of these reviews. I mean, book series has been going for a long time. So
Mm.
some of these are contemporary, some of them are retrospective. But anyway,
Right, okay.
so Flash Gordon, here we go.
Hmm.
2 stars out of 4.
Ooh, okay.
Camp version of the adventures of Flash Gordon in outer space. This time, Flash and Dale Arden are forced by Dr. Zarkov to accompany him on a mission to far-off Mongo, where
Mm.
Ming the Merciless is threatening the destruction of Earth. Music by Queen. That's actually quite a disappointing first one because it doesn't
Mm.
say anything about the quality of the film. It just tells you what it's about, and what happens,
Yeah.
and that the music is by Queen. But I suppose the fact that it's 2 bones out of it does bones rather than stars.
Mm.
2 bones out of 4 is probably that's 5 out of
Yeah.
10, then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, fair
That's a bit
enough.
harsh.
I think it's better than that. I think it's better than
Yeah. So that's my number one.
that.
Okay.
Okay.
So, right, what's yours? What's first
Well,
on your list?
okay.
Mm.
Just getting it handy.
Yeah.
Bit of movie magic for you because in my own
Right.
going out of shot. And what's he getting? What's he picking off the windowsill?
Yeah.
Uh, my Let's
See,
get my
see,
notes
see if
ready.
it's on my
I'm getting my
predicted.
notes ready. I
I
need my
have my
notes.
predicted list here. So
Oh,
yeah, I'm gonna see.
you've
I've
got a
got a
prediction
predicted list.
list. You've
I've
got a
got a
prediction list for
predicted.
what I've picked.
Yes,
Oh, you cheeky bugger. Okay. Well, I mean, as I say, we did have a conversation about this
we
before, so
did.
you probably
We did. Yeah. So
okay. So it's a
okay.
little bit cheaty, but okay,
All right.
I'll let it slide, Your Honor.
Okay.
Um, okay. So my first pick is
Mhm. Yes.
was that on your list?
It was.
Police Academy. I'm going to put
Yay.
it up there because I don't care. Uh, Police Academy. Now, this is a box set, as you can see, of the entire series of
Hmm.
7 films. Really, I've only picked the first one because the
Yeah.
sequels.
I'd agree with
not
you. Definitely agree with you
the
on that.
the first one isn't Citizen Kane either, but the
Mm.
sequels. I know the last time I watched them all when I bought this DVD box set a few years ago.
Mm.
When I watched them all, the sequels do. There's a big drop off in quality after number
Mm.
one. So, in case you haven't seen it, the premise is bunch of misfits join the police force and
Hmm.
hilarity ensues. It's a comedy. It's from 1984. There was a time when I
Mm.
was a teenager, maybe early teens,
Hmm.
13, something like that, when I had watched this because I used to have this recorded off the telly, and there was a time when I
Same here.
had watched this film so many times that I had memorized quite a lot of the script.
Same here.
I'm so pleased I'm not the only one. See, the
That's all
internet
right.
brings people together, and so does
Yeah.
University of East London.
Hmm.
Uh, because the humor in it is, as I say, it is very it's it all seems very
It's
grown up when you're 12, doesn't it?
yeah, it does. It does
Because
seem
there's
really grown up.
because
Me
there's
12.
rude words and there's
It's
boobs and things. It's
hmm
like, it's kind of, but I think that, it's kind of, but it's got that weird. What I like about it is, and I think this is kind of our sort of baked beans of comedy. It's like the kind of comedy we
mm,
grew up on. It's like in Hollywood of the 80s, there was a weird balance of like deadpan and silly. So
yes,
you see
yeah,
that in Police Academy, you see it in the films of John
hmm
Landis, you see that in things
yeah,
like Ghostbusters, the films of Robert Zemeckis, Airplane, The Naked Gun, all that kind of
yeah,
thing. It's like it's played straight, but weird, silly things are happening. It's got
exactly,
that
yeah,
kind of, and
hmm
I think that influence is still felt today. I think the Frat Pack guys and all the
yeah.
comedies that they've made over the last 20 years or so have
Mm.
followed that example.
Because I was actually going to put Airplane in my list, but then I thought you're going to do Police Academy, and I think it's a great
You
example.
anticipate, you've overthought it, Alan. You've
And I'm
overthought it.
sorry,
Because I haven't picked Airplane. Because Airplane is a
yeah,
brilliant film.
it's amazing.
It's
It's
a
an
brilliant
amazing
film, and we'll
film.
do an
Yeah,
episode on it one
yeah.
day. Anyway, or Naked
But
Gun, or both,
but
I don't
I
know.
agree. I agree with you. The very much the style of comedy in the 80s. It was this kind of
It's a very
deadpan but
specific tone,
silliness. It
isn't
was
it?
quite, and it was really quite finely balanced between the two.
Hmm. It
Whereas
wasn't
when you
like it
watch
wasn't
a
mugging like what Jim Carrey
no,
does or somebody like that, or
no,
but it also wasn't so deadpan that it wasn't
yeah.
like Blackadder. It wasn't kind of like uh
Well, it was and it
dry,
wasn't.
completely
So,
dry.
don't call me Shirley. I would say that's sort of as deadpan as Blackadder. Um,
It's a stupid joke played very
yeah,
straight, so that makes it funny.
exactly.
Yeah,
And that
and there's
I
a lot of
think
that in.
that's the
Well, maybe a
difference.
bit of that in this.
Yeah. But I get where you are with the kind of, and I think it's an age thing as well. You are born into the style of comedy that's around at the
Yeah,
time
of
because
course.
for instance, I remember when American Pie came out, and that kind of a similar sort of type of comedy. But I'd grown up a little bit more by that point, and when I went to see
We were in our
American Pie,
twenties, weren't we?
yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't really enjoy it as much as what it was for the target audience for the sort of like late teens, early 20s. And I'd
If it had
kind of
come out
sort of
10 years
grown just,
earlier,
yeah, exactly.
or
If
if
it
we'd
come
been
out
10
about
years
10 years
younger,
earlier, then I probably
yeah.
would have been laughing my socks off at it. It's off its time as well. There's obviously racism in there that we would have just taken for granted
Well,
at
that's the
that
thing. I mean,
time. You know,
actually, you say racism. I think actually, uh, I'll see your racism
mm.
and I'll raise you one homophobia.
Yeah,
Because
I
actually,
was going to say the
I
same
think
thing
no, because
actually. Yeah.
first of all, I think it's actually quite an anti-racist film. I'd say that.
Yeah. No, no, I agree with you.
I'm
Yeah.
being a white man, I know what I'm
Hightower
talking about.
and yeah, the fights that Hightower and what's the little girl
Hooks, yeah,
Hooks, yeah, Hooks and
they are
Hightower.
not only are
Yeah.
they sympathetic characters. I mean, they're kind of Hightower is one of the heroes at the end.
Yeah,
He gets them
exactly.
he's one of those. Oh, sorry, gets a medal at the end for
Yeah.
saving the day along with
Yeah.
the white guy.
Hmm.
But I think like the villains are the ones who are racist.
Yeah.
Blanks and Copeland.
Oh, definitely.
They're sort of like
Well,
Copeland is because he's got the General Lee car. He's a
yeah.
Southern who's coded as racist, and then he actually
Hmm.
says a racial slur
Yeah.
to Hooks, who's the
Yeah.
one with the squeaky voice, the quiet squeaky. But no, she based her performance on Michael Jackson,
Oh, cool.
or her voice anyway on Michael
Yeah.
Jackson. She didn't talk like that in real life, the actress.
No. Mm.
Uh, Marion Ramsey, rest in power. She's gone now. In fact, a lot of the cast have gone. But he like the scene. I mean, the car. What do you call it? The
Mm.
car.
Yeah.
Where they're
Driving
driving the
test.
cars, part of the training with the cars, and
Yeah.
and he runs and she runs over the racist guy's feet, and he calls her a racial slur, which I'm not going to repeat on the channel.
No.
Yes, you're hearing the slur, but the movie is absolutely on the black characters or the anti-racist characters, to more to the
Side.
point,
Yeah. Mm.
side. And
Yeah.
the racist guy gets his come up and he gets in the car to drive away, and then Hightower turns it upside down.
So down.
The racism, I mean, all right, it has racism in it, but it's dealt with in
Yes.
an anti-racist way, I would
I
say.
agree with you. Yeah, I
Like I
just
say,
wanted to
I'm a
give
white
give
guy,
I
so
wanted to
take that
give a
as
little bit of heads
whatever.
up
But
because obviously I know some of our audience they won't have seen some of the movies that we're talking about, not just in this episode but generally. So I
yeah,
do want to give a kind of early heads up and a little bit of a warning for some
yeah.
people that might feel a bit sensitive towards certain things,
The other
but
heads up you might want to give is about the Blue Oyster Bar scene,
which is
because I think
fabulous.
the film does
Um,
have it may have transcended the sort of the racism barrier, but it still had
mm,
a bit of a problem with homophobia.
yes.
I mean, you know, because basically, do I need to spoil a card for this? No, I think we're all right.
Mm,
There's a scene in the film where the villains again
yeah.
are sort of like sent as a prank. They're sent to they're sent to this parties at the Blue Oyster Bar. What they
Hmm.
don't realize is they've been misled. The Blue Oyster Bar is the local gay bar,
Hmm.
for the gay biker bar, in fact.
Hmm.
So they go in and and they've got like the shaven headed
It's
haircuts, which I think in the 80s was very
marine
unfashionable
haircuts.
if you
Yeah.
were straight,
Yeah.
right? So, and one, I think one of them's even wearing a pink shirt.
Mm,
But so they're kind of so it's kind of this idea that they've stumbled into a gay bar by mistake.
yeah.
Oh no, what a terrible thing that could ever happen. The worst thing that could ever happen to a straight man. But
Mm,
I feel like I kind of want to give the film the benefit of the doubt to a certain extent and say, well, it's the worst thing that could happen to them because, I mean, well, if they're racist, they're probably homophobic as well.
mm.
Whatever, you know. So from their point of view, that's a punishment, right? To get sent to a gay bar. All the gay guys in the bar, all they really want to do is dance
Yeah, exactly. They just
to
have a good
either
time.
to the
And to
Shirelles.
be fair, I think with all films, everything ages because of its time. We're going to be looking at movies that come out now and what they look like in 40, 50 years' time. They're going to look radically different.
Attitudes about certain things have
Yeah,
changed. It's just the way, you
exactly.
know, which
And
is
that's
why you
just
have those,
normal.
you have little warnings at the beginning of the film saying this
Yeah,
contains outdated attitudes or whatever, you know.
yeah.
And that's fine, you know,
Mm,
because you know, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with informing, keeping people
exactly.
informed.
So,
But the interesting thing, of course, is that you know, as new attitudes sort of
mm,
emerge, or as people kind of as attitudes change, it means you look at these things in a different way and an
yeah.
interesting new way sometimes.
Hmm.
I,
Right then.
so I think the film's
Yeah.
heart is mostly in the right place, you know,
Yes.
and by the end of the film, I think you want the characters to graduate, you
Yeah,
know.
exactly. It's light-hearted comedy, buddy comedy, and yeah, it's just good fun. So,
My now obviously you've seen the film.
oh yes,
Now I'm gonna tell me if this rings a bell with you. My favorite character as a kid was Mahoney.
yes, of course, yeah.
Mahoney is the main character. He's just sort of he's like Peter Venkman in Ghostbusters, Bill Murray's character in Ghostbusters. He's this kind of smart ass
Hmm.
guy who's above all this, doesn't need all this shit, you know, but he's sort of playing along for a bit. I saw a thing, I think it might have been in one of the DVD extras. Somebody
Mm.
compared the character to Bugs Bunny,
Yes,
who's another good touchstone. He's
yeah.
again sort of like standing at the side, leaning on the edge of the screen like that with a
Mm.
carrot going, "Hey, what's up, officer?"
Mm.
You know, like it's yeah, I can see what you mean. My
Yeah.
favorite character now
Mm.
on rewatching is Commandant Lassard,
Mm. I can see
who
that.
is
Yeah,
the slightly dotty, forgetful old guy who runs the academy.
yeah.
And he's obviously someone who's failed upwards in life. You know, he's just
Mm.
like he's well past retirement age. They've just said, okay, he's probably never
Yeah,
done it he's probably never walked a beat in his life. He's just like he's a politician, you know.
yeah,
But he's like, let's just put him in charge of the academy. He'll be all right. He can't do too much damage there, you know.
yeah.
And he's very dotty and not really understanding what's going on half of the time. But he is, whatever you think of the movie, his character is legit funny. He is
Mm.
actually funny.
There are many,
Favorite
many,
jokes, favorite
many,
lines.
many
There are
good
many,
things.
many, many funny jokes in the movie. I have many, many amusing moments, and then afterwards, I don't really know what's
Right.
going on.
Sorry,
He's
we
so
know
great.
what's going on in this
Yeah,
scene.
if you haven't seen the
Yeah,
film, you're gonna be going, "Why are they doing that stupid voice?" And
yeah.
like, they look like they lost the plot completely.
Hmm.
Well, yes, we have, but that's not why we're doing the funny
A
voice. We're
lot of
doing the funny
things can
voices as
happen
I used
behind
to.
a podium.
A lot of
Yeah.
things. Well, the podium blowjob scene is the what it's probably the biggest set piece joke in the
Yeah.
movie, and it is fun. Now, well, let me just set it up.
Mm.
Basically, because it is a bit. I mean, you know, again, well, I don't want to say nowadays because you know people say, "Oh, nowadays that would be considered dodgy," but no, it's
Yeah.
really dodgy however you slice it. But it is funny.
Hmm.
Uh, But the way that what happens is he does a speech. He has to do a speech in front of some delegates visiting the academy, and he stands
Hmm.
at a podium, as a big podium, and inside the podium, for reasons I won't bore you with, is a prostitute and Mahoney, the main character. Sorry, a sex worker and Mahoney, the
Hmm.
main character. And because she's misread the situation while he's making his speech, she thinks he's her client,
Hmm.
and she sucks him off. Now, obviously, you don't see it in intimate
Hmm.
detail. You see her take
No.
the chewing gum out of her mouth, and you hear the zip noise. Everything else is on his face. The camera is just on his face, so it's all
Yeah.
in his performance and the looks on his face and the
It's just
changes in his voice.
marvelous
Like,
acting. It really is. He's
now
just
this
brilliant.
next slide.
Hide.
That is what I'm talking about. Legit funny.
Yeah,
It is really funny.
definitely.
Uh, and it pays off a joke later on, which I won't.
Yeah.
Again, watch the film, watch the movie.
Hmm.
I'm not gonna spell it out for you. We're not gonna go through the entire movie like we did with Raiders of the Lost Ark.
So,
When we watched the film, when we watched Police Academy as kids,
mm.
were we just young and impressionable? Were we just starved of quality? Why did we like this rubbish so much?
I think the answer to that is yes and yes. Um,
We were young and impressionable and starved of quality.
um, but it wasn't bad comedy. I think yes, we were impressionable, but it was good comedy for its time. It wasn't the best
I
comedy,
don't.
but
Well, you say that, but
mm,
I mean, I don't think it was appreciated at the time either. I think people thought it was rubbish at the time as well. This one, there was a clear-cut case, from what I can tell. There was a clear-cut case between critical opinion and public opinion. So, like,
yeah,
the
hmm,
critics hated it basically, but
yeah,
audiences liked it enough to spawn
exactly,
six sequels.
yeah,
What did Video Hound have to say about Police
yeah.
Academy? Let's have a little look. Porridge, picture, pink. Where are we? Polish. Are we getting there? Poldark. Right, Police Academy. Here we go. Police Academy, 1984. 1.5 stars out of 4. In an attempt to recruit more cops, the big city police department does away with all its job standards. The producers probably didn't know that they were introducing bad comedy's answer to the Friday the 13th series. But it's hard to avoid heaping the sins of its successors on this film. Besides, it's just plain dumb. Okay, now I think that's a
Yeah,
bit harsh. I
yeah,
think that's a bit
exactly.
harsh. It's not Annie Hall. It's not
Hmm.
Doctor Strange stuff. But
Oh,
I think I think it's cute.
exactly.
Uh, have I convinced you to watch it again?
Oh, definitely. But then you don't need that much
It's just been
convincing
nice.
because,
Alan, what is
okay,
your second film?
my second trash, but I love it. I don't think it's trash, but I love it anyway. It is
I don't think you quite understood the assignment. Oh,
Invasion of the Body Snatchers,
that's not trash.
1956.
That's a really
It's,
good
I
film.
know.
What are you talking
Well,
about?
the reason I'm saying trash, but I love it, it's B movies in general. Okay.
Oh, it represents.
This is represents, and this is, look, it's a
I was going to say that's
video.
a VHS, isn't it? Look at that. Look at the
That's a
thickness. Look at the
VHS.
girth. Look
I
at it. It's an
know.
inch thick.
Fantastic. But yeah, 1956, Don Siegel,
Yeah,
Invasion of the Body Snatchers,
great
incredible,
film.
just an
Great
amazing
film.
classic, and it is a pinnacle of 50s horror. Just
Yeah, 50s
amazing,
sci-fi
and yeah,
paranoia, Hollywood paranoia. We talked about
exactly.
that as a
Very well
subject before on
done.
the channel.
Very good remake in the 70s. I will say
Excellent
that.
remake. Yes,
Excellent remake. But for
slightly
me,
better, I think.
well, I know you'd say that,
I
but
love
for
them
me,
both. I love them both.
yeah,
But
I
yeah,
love the 50s, but I love 50s B movies, and not just
yeah,
that one, but yeah, Day the Earth Stood Still, The Fly, The Thing from Another World, yeah, yeah,
yeah. We
all of
done that.
them.
Yeah.
So 50
Our
Foot
most popular
Woman,
single episode so far,
yeah, exactly.
as of,
So
as
yeah,
of the time of recording.
The Blob, oh God, there's just loads of them. So, but
Attack of the 50
I,
Foot Woman, Incredible
yeah,
Shrinking Man. I watched that the
yeah,
other day. That's a
brilliant
great.
film.
That's an actually great film.
Mm.
That's a great film. Yeah,
So,
not
a
trash at
lot
all.
of budding directors. I mean, from Thing from Another World, for instance, got me on to Howard Hawks.
Is it fair
So,
to say though that your
mm,
definition of trash in this case? See, I think this is interesting to me because most of the films you just named from the 50s
mm,
are not trash at all. They're really good films.
no.
But
Well, to me, they're not trash.
no, to me as
Yeah.
well. But
Mm,
I wonder if it's like because they were considered maybe they were made to be trash, like just throw away, as you say,
that's
B
it.
movies, just something to fill
They
up.
are B movies. They
Because
are
we
meant
should
to be trash.
perhaps we should
Yeah.
explain
Yeah.
this is a period in like fairly recent cultural history when
Hmm.
cinema was the most popular sort of public activity
Yeah.
for like I guess the first half of the 20th century, really, certainly
Hmm.
the mid-century, which is when we're talking about the 50s. So like there were loads of cinemas and they all had to have stuff to show. It wasn't like
Yeah.
nowadays where, if you can if you can get your film into a screening,
Yeah.
and obviously more films, but whatever. So it's almost like it's like a just turning stuff out. It's just
Well,
churning more and
exactly.
more.
It
It's
was. It
churning
was
out
the
content,
Hollywood
which is
machine.
what we do on
Yeah.
YouTube now. It's a Hollywood
Yeah.
machine. It was, but of course, if you keep making enough trash, if you keep throwing enough shit at a wall,
Yeah.
some of it's going to stick, and you're going to make a masterpiece now and again.
Yep. In the 90s, recording a lot of these B movies off of TV.
Mm.
And again, by that point, the ones that were showing were the good classics,
The classics,
the
the ones that
real
stuck
good
around,
made
yeah.
B movies rather than the general trash that did actually get released. It's a
Which
bit
gets
like,
rightly forgotten. It's a point that I often make when people say, oh, they never make good movies anymore. It's all trash these
mm,
days. Movies were better in the old days. I always say, no, that's
mm,
not true. They made just as much shit in the old days. You just don't remember it because it's been
yeah.
rightly forgotten.
Exactly, that's it. And that's the thing when you're looking back, it's that whole thing of rose-tinted spectacles.
Yeah,
You
nostalgia.
look back at nostalgia and what was
It's a very
great, and there was
dangerous
some
thing.
amazing stuff, but there was also a lot of trash and terrible, terrible stuff. It's B movies as a
Yeah,
genre is the trash, but I love it because there is a lot of crap in there as well, and some of the stuff that
but
I've
which is
watched
often quite fun to watch.
it's just fun and amusing to watch. It's like the end of the original 50s Fly. Help me,
Oh,
help
yeah.
me.
The Fly, the 1958 The Fly is
Yeah,
it's got its moments, but it's not a great movie.
it's
It's
not a
certainly
great
not as
movie.
good
It's
as the
got a bit of
Cronenberg
charm
remake,
to it, and
but it
yeah,
does have a charm. And the ending,
but
yes,
the
that
80s
famous
version
ending.
is far superior.
And we will do an episode on that, I'm
Yeah,
sure, because it's one of my favorite
it's,
films. But
yeah.
the original 50s one, I am
Mm,
fond of it. Don't get me wrong,
yeah.
but it is kind of cheesy.
The one thing I really liked about Invasion of Body Snatchers is how it captured the public psyche at that time because there was
Mm.
such a mass fear about communism and communism spreading into the Western world, and this is particularly in America, of course. The premise of aliens coming down to Earth and copying people, and then your
Replacing their
doppelganger getting
personalities with.
replaced and everything, and then so slowly we all get assimilated over to a new species. It's quite a frightening thought.
So, should I go to the
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Please,
Okay.
if you can
So
find the
let's
review, I'd love to hear a review of it.
see what the book,
See if
the
they
Bible has to say
slag it
about.
or love it.
I think it's going to like it actually because it's going to.
If
I,
it's a
I, I,
retrospect, they probably
I'm
will
pretty
love
sure I've
it.
looked this up before.
Mm.
Let me see. Invasion of the. Oh, I just saw a 0 stars, but that's Invasion of the Star Creatures from 1963. That's something else. Invasion of the Pod People. See, it was
Yeah.
ripped off a couple of times.
Oh, yeah, it
Invasion of
was.
the Body Snatchers, also known as Sleep No More. I didn't know that as an
Yes.
alternate
Yeah.
title. Three out of four, so 75%, whatever.
Yeah.
The one and only post-McCarthy paranoid sci-fi epic, where a small California town is infiltrated by pods from outer space that replicate and replace humans. A chilling, genuinely frightening exercise in nightmare dislocation, based upon a novel by Jack Finney, remade in 1978.
Mm.
Um, yeah, that's well again. So they've obviously not got the memo about these films being trash
Yeah.
because this is actually quite a good review. But don't worry, because
Yeah.
when you see my next choice,
Mm. Okay. Okay. Going
are we
back
ready
into
for
the
my
bottom
next
of the bin,
choice?
are we? Okay, let's
Are
go
we
for
ready for
your set.
my are we ready
Yeah,
to scrape the
I'm
bottom
ready
of the
for your
barrel?
second choice. Yeah, there, go
Okay,
for it.
okay, let me get it
Scrape it.
handy.
Shall I get the knife ready to scrape the bottom of the barrel?
You can get the machete ready to scrape the bottom of the
Really?
barrel because
Okay.
it is
Oh,
Friday the
Friday the
13th.
13th. Yeah. Good. That's on
Now,
my that's two on my list.
what did
Got
you
two.
oh, you predicted that one, did you? You cheeky so and so. Uh I mean, it's
Yeah.
kind of or the whole franchise,
Mm,
really,
yeah.
the whole
Okay then. All
series, the
right.
whole film series. But I rewatched the first one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the premise of Friday the 13th from 1980, if you haven't seen it,
Mm-hmm.
is a bunch of teenagers get killed in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's the proto. Well, it's not the proto. It's because there were other slasher movies before, but it's kind of the
Yeah.
ultimate. Well, not the ultimate, but it's like it's the sort of quintessential
Yeah.
slasher movie, right?
Hmm.
I I first saw this movie as a kid, again, probably far too young. It's rated
Hmm.
18 even now. Uh or rated R in America, I guess. I probably first saw it when I was 13 or 14. I used to watch me and my mum used to go shopping on a Saturday morning to Asda,
Hmm.
and we go to the video shop and rent a couple of slasher movies and then take them home, close the curtains, push the armchairs together in case we got scared so we could hold hands and watch the latest Friday the 13th or the latest Nightmare on Elm Street or whatever bloody slasher rubbish was out.
Yeah.
So I have very fond memories of this film. It makes me think of my mum. Uh,
Mm.
and uh, and then I didn't watch it again for years and years and years. But then many years later,
Mm.
about, I don't know, 10 years ago, something like that, a friend and I went to a Friday the 13th all-nighter at the Prince Charles
Oh,
Cinema in London's
cool.
glittering Leicester Square.
Yeah.
And they did the first eight, that's nine, the first eight or nine, no, it was eight, Friday the 13th movies, starting at like
Right.
8 p.m. and finishing at 8 in the morning. And
Wow.
it was a quasi religious experience.
Mm.
No, it wasn't. It was a lot of fun though. It was because I hadn't seen the films in years,
Mm.
but I remembered every single one of them as they played out. I was like, oh, I remember this bit. It's the bit with the killing where the thing goes in his eye and whatever, you know.
Mm.
Oh, look, it's Marty McFly's dad from Back to the Future. He's in this one. That's
Yeah.
right. And oh, look, it's this, and oh, look, it's that, and it's the one with, oh, is that the one where he gets electrocuted and that brings him back to life? All this kind of stuff.
Mm.
Spoiler, 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 whatever, you know.
Yeah.
You can't spoil these movies. They really are crap. But I don't know if I love them, but I'm very fond of them.
Yeah.
Um, there's a 3D one. The third one
Mm.
is in 3D because that was the 80s revival
Oh,
of
what the
3D.
blue and red lenses.
Yeah, the glasses, yeah, all that
Oh,
shit. And
oh,
when the
fantastic.
third one came on, like the th Friday the 13th Part 3, right? It's a particularly egregious example of if you watch it without the 3D glasses,
Yeah.
you can really see all the times where they're trying to take advantage of the 3D. So like there's a bit where somebody gets a pitchfork in the chest.
Yeah.
I need something
With a
right,
big
I'll
pitchfork
use my arm,
sticking
right?
out.
It's a big thing sticking out, pointing right at the camera like this. And when I watched it with an audience at the Prince Charles, every time, maybe we were just drunk and tired, but every time someone waved something in the camera or something went into the camera like that, everyone in the audience went, "Ooh,"
Ooh.
which is the cinematic equivalent of, you know, someone dropping their tray in the lunchroom and everyone going, "Yay!"
Yeah.
It was great. So these films are best watched with a like-minded audience. That's the point I'm
Yeah.
trying to make. I should also say that not
Mm.
only does Friday the 13th represent all the Friday the 13th movies, it also
Hmm.
represents all crap horror
Yeah.
because I'm a horror nut. I
Yeah,
love
he
horror
loves
movies.
horror. I mean, this,
I
to
do.
be
Alan
honest,
doesn't.
yeah, this is a
Yeah.
genre I
This
really,
is where we
really dig
differ.
into.
Yeah.
We differ a little bit, but I let him have his thing because honestly, my
Oh,
brother's
thank
the
you.
same,
I'm generous.
and a lot of his friends, and they were getting, videos all the time. Like, oh yeah, we've got the latest Poltergeist movie. Oh, we've got the latest Friday the 13th. Oh, we've got the latest Nightmare on Elm Street, and I
So have
really
you
just
seen the
was
Friday
not.
the 13th
Oh
movies
yeah,
though,
I've
or some
seen
of
it.
them?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
you have
think I've
seen
seen
them,
the
but only
first and the
once.
second one, and yeah, sort of like no, I do not want to see it. I mean,
I'll
some
give
were
that a
fun.
miss.
I love Critters for some reason. I just and that's
Oh, Critters, yeah.
Critters. I just loved it for some reason. So yeah, that silliness horror, but I just didn't like the jump scares, and which of course,
That's your
these
thing, isn't it?
film.
You don't
I
like being
just never
scared,
liked
particularly.
jump scares. I love thriller.
Although,
I love thriller, and yeah, I've seen some amazing horror and stuff.
but
But
Friday the 13th is it's so obvious and
yeah, I know.
bludgeoning
But
in its obviousness that like you can't, surely you, even if it is a jump scare, surely you can't
I
be
was
scared
just
by that.
naturally steered away from it, so I got into
No,
different
obviously,
things at
yeah,
that
yeah.
time. So
I mean, I
it's
wouldn't,
okay. So
doesn't interest you. Yeah, fair enough.
yeah,
I mean, I think and also the other thing about this film is it is a perfect example of an exploitation movie because
yeah,
it really does exist only to make money. There is no
mm.
artistic ambition behind it whatsoever.
So
And it is and it is sort of slasher 101. It's very
mm,
basic. It makes Halloween look like Tolstoy.
yeah,
But it's like but that's kind of what I like about it. Like I admire its purity, you know what I mean? Like
mm,
but Jason He has no, unlike most killers in horror movies, he has no real motivation. He's got no real personality. Even he's
Mm,
just he is literally just a killing machine.
yeah.
And uh, so these films are really just an excuse to see mindless, horny teenagers getting murdered in fun and creative ways, and that's what I like about it. So, Alan, what does that say about me?
I don't want to say you're weird, but you are.
I was hoping
But
to come up
then,
with something better than just weird, but okay. uh, I think my favorite killing in the
mm,
movie is probably when Kevin Bacon gets it in the neck.
mm,
He's lying in bed.
yeah,
Sorry, it's quite early. Well, it's only about halfway through the movie. He's lying in bed, and uh, suddenly a hand appears from under the bed,
mm,
grabs him by the head, and pulls him down like that.
yeah,
And then a spear or something,
yeah,
comes through his neck. The physics of it are extraordinary because, like, how is this
yeah.
person under the bed, whoever it
Ed
is, the killer, right?
can reach
How are they?
all the
How?
fucking way round.
Yeah, and then also, how can they get like, how short is this spear that they can just do that from
Yeah.
here to there, up through his neck? And and a quick shout out to Tom Savini for the makeup effects because they are really good.
Mm,
Because you see, there's a close up of the knife of the thing coming through his neck, and obviously it's not his real neck.
yeah.
Although after all, there's bloody phone adverts, it should be. I'm only joking. I'm only joking, Kev.
Mm,
This is probably the least defensible of my five choices because it really is complete
mm.
trash.
Don't worry,
Even I think that.
my next one's good trash. So proper
Well, hang on.
trash.
Before we get onto that,
Mm,
let's see what the Bible says about Friday the 13th.
okay.
I don't think I'll have much to say.
Mm,
From Frida. Oh yeah, Frida. It's alphabetically before Friday. It's the remake. Hang on. See, that's the trouble. The remake is
mm,
listed before the original here. There we go. Oh, okay, interesting. The remake is half as good as the original, according to this.
hmm.
Um, Friday the 13th, 2 out of 4, so 5 out of 10.
Okay.
1980, notable as among the first in a very long series of slasher flicks with effects by Tom Savini. A New Jersey camp reopens after it's been closed for 20 years after a history of accidental deaths. And the horror begins again. 6 would-be counselors arrive to get the place ready. Each is progressively murdered, knifed, speared, and axed, followed by numerous equally gory sequels. All of the sequels, I think, yep, up to and including part 7, all of the sequels get 0 stars. I think that's unfair because actually, I don't think the first one is the best one. I think there are some of the sequels are better films.
Okay.
Anyway, let's leave that
Mm,
alone.
right.
Friday the 13th, you are coming down. Here we go. Thank you
Okay.
very much. Thank you for your time. So,
Mm.
Alan, what is your where are we up to? Second, third film?
Third,
Third film.
third.
Third film.
Right, mine's a little cheat. I haven't got the DVD or
Okay, that's all right.
VHS. It's just I'm cheating a little bit because it's two films,
Okay, that's all right.
but are back to back. Okay,
Okay.
so they came out 1 year after the other, both by the same director, both very similar in style, and you'll understand the reason why I call both of them because in some ways it's hard to distinguish the two because when you think of one, you immediately think of the other anyway.
What are they? Stop.
They
All
are.
right, Hitchcock, get on with it.
I like
Well,
suspense.
I'll tell you in a moment what the
Right,
films
go.
are called, but
I don't guess
first
out of
I'm
the
going to
left.
tickle your bollocks for you. Go on.
Well, it's Robert Rodriguez's Desperado and From Dusk Till
Oh,
Dawn.
so close to my top five. So close. So close. I've got both of those on DVD. I could put them
Well,
out if I
yeah,
could.
if you want.
From Dusk Till Dawn, which is
Dawn,
the
yeah.
original 2 disc collector's edition.
Mm,
So I've got that. That can go on
yeah,
one side, and then
yeah.
the other bit I've got the El Mariachi collection.
Oh, nice.
El
Yeah,
Mariachi, Desperado,
yeah.
and Once Upon a
Mexico.
Time in
Yeah.
Mexico. And look at this. Look, you see the color on that? The red.
All right, yeah.
Look at the spine. Orange.
Ooh.
Must have been in the sun too long.
Yeah,
I must have taken it to Mexico and left it on a shelf. Right, there we go. So anyway, I'll put that next to
yeah.
it. Hopefully you'll be able to see both of those.
Oh, cool.
that'll do. That's close enough.
Yeah, so 1995 and 1996, so they were sort of back to back,
Yeah, I think they both might have been both. One was right on the cusp, I think. Yeah, yeah.
right on the cusp of
Same
each other.
director.
But
Yeah, Robert
yeah, same
Rodriguez.
director, and yeah, you came out, yeah, right next to one another. But the reason, and these are just again fun trash. Okay, they're not
Yes, I
amazing
agree
movies.
on both
Yeah,
counts.
they are really just good, solid entertainment. Friday night popcorn, just that's what you want. Beer, pizza, popcorn. Yeah, let's just watch trash, and that's why I love this. One of the other reasons why I I wanted to see it because I remember it being reviewed. I remember Barry Norman film 95 and he reviewed Desperado and he just
Mm.
said it was a pile of crap. He really just slated the crap out of it. And I was like, hang on, you can't just really slag it off that bad, surely. And it really forced me to want to go and see it. And I did. And it was as rubbish as he said it was. But I actually really did enjoy it though. Because,
He wasn't wrong. He just didn't
it
enjoy
wasn't
it. Yeah,
wrong, but he didn't enjoy it. But again, I
yeah.
think it's more of an age thing. It was very much my, sort of like late teens, early 20s at that point.
Well, we're
So
a
yeah,
generation younger than
it's a
him as well, or
generation, yeah.
more. Yeah.
So, it was guns and
I saw a
explosion, it was
review.
sexiness, it was just
Yeah,
absolute brilliant. It's all of those things. A little bit of horror is
it's
there.
the style of it is
Mm,
I mean is fantastic.
yeah.
I mean it's you may think it's completely empty-headed and
Mm,
whatever, but and yeah, you're not wrong. But it's very stylishly made. I really like Antonio Banderas'
yeah.
performance in it because
Oh
he's
yeah, he's
because like it's one of those
so
things like he
lovely.
sort of he's had sort of interesting career because he started out in Spain doing films with
Hmm.
like Pedro Almodovar
Yeah.
where he was tended to be cast as kind of young, sexually awkward, by
Mm,
perhaps like or repressed kind of
yeah.
young men. He goes to Hollywood, and all they know what to do with him is either like Latin lover
Hmm.
or action star.
Yes.
And actually, in this film, I mean, yes, it's action star, but you
Mm,
do get hints of what he's actually capable of
mm,
as an actor. Like the way he plays the character
mm.
he's kind of mythologized in the movie, isn't he? As a kind of
Yeah.
like as a sort of basically the second the horseman of the apocalypse. He's like this.
Yeah.
Oh God, if his name's whispered in hushed tones, he's this terrifying
Yeah.
figure. But when you actually see him,
Mm,
there's this idea, isn't there, of like the sort of the difference, the gap between the reality gap. Like he's
mm.
actually. He doesn't really want to be doing this. He's doing this because he's trying to find this specific person who killed his girlfriend or his wife or
Yeah.
whatever it was, who turns out to be, well, I'm not going to spoil that in case you haven't seen it.
Hmm.
But anyway, it's so he's actually more vulnerable and interesting than his legend makes him out to be. And
Yeah.
I like that, like when he goes in the bar, like one of the big action sequences starts, and then like they're saying, like, he comes in with the guitar case, doesn't he? And the guy in the
Hmm.
bar says, oh, sorry, we thought you were the guy with the guitar case full of guns. And he's
Mm,
like, oh, that's okay. I get that all the time, and
mm.
then the guitar case starts springing open really
So,
slowly, and it cuts away the brilliant editing. It
yeah.
cuts away to like, I say they see the guns, and they go, oh, it is you, and he's like, yeah, yeah, I know it is, yes, okay, yes, it's me, yes, it's me, okay, okay,
Mm,
but. Don't shoot me, and let's not.
yeah.
I don't want to have a fight. I don't want to kill anyone. I don't want to get
Mm,
into. I don't want to. I just want to find this guy. All right. He tries everything. It's just really hard to sort of not get into the big action sequence,
yeah.
and then it happens anyway.
Yeah.
I really like. That's one of the things I really like about the film. It has that kind of slight sense of its own ridiculousness that it kind of
But
manifests in his
that's it.
character.
It's the over ridiculousness, and then it sort of trying to reins it back in, or tries to do. It just plays around with it
It, yeah,
basically,
yeah,
and
exactly. It
that's
plays with it.
it
Yeah.
knows what it is, and not try to disguise it, and just let's go with this. Let's play it. Let's see how far we can go. And it was a bit the same with From Dusk Till Dawn. It was kind of got more just that thing of getting more and more and more ridiculous with the whole kind of like starting off with the kidnapping.
Can I just, before
And
you go any further, because I don't
sorry.
want to, because
Yeah,
actually,
yeah,
no, it's all right. I just
yeah.
genuinely don't want to spoil that movie for
No,
anyone
no, no,
because
exactly. I no,
if you
neither
haven't
do I
seen
actually.
it,
I'm not going to
yeah,
spoil it because it is the kind
yeah,
of the uppiness of the ridiculous to the more ridiculous to the more ridiculous to the even more ridiculous. You're like, really? Can they go any further? And yes, they will.
What I will say about From Dusk Till Dawn is
Mm.
it starts out because, again, directed by Robert Rodriguez as well,
Creatures, yeah.
but written by Quentin Tarantino, who
Tina,
also co-stars in the film
yeah.
with George
Who
Clooney
can't
and everybody
act?
else.
Yeah.
According to according to our most popular video on the channel. We can't. Well, no, we asked the question, we didn't
We
answer it
asked the question.
decisively,
Yeah.
inclusively. But if you're watching this movie when it came out, when it's new,
Mm.
especially if you're a movie nerd like us, you've seen Pulp Fiction, you've seen Reservoir Dogs, you've got certain
Hmm.
expectations of what a Quentin Tarantino movie will be.
Yeah.
And even though this is a different director, you're sort of thinking you might not know who Robert Rodriguez is yet.
Yes, yes, yeah.
You're watching this thinking it's a Tarantino movie, right? And
Mm.
it starts out the two criminals on the
Yeah.
run, blah blah blah,
It's got
that kind
that
of
very
idea.
Tarantino feel
They wear
vibe
the
to
black
it.
suits,
Yeah.
the white shirts,
And
yeah, all
you
that
think
stuff.
you know where this is going to go.
Yeah, exactly.
And
You
it
think you know what
doesn't.
you're watching,
Yeah.
and
You
then
think you
halfway
know where you're
through,
going.
it turns into something
Yeah.
quite different.
There's a
I shall say no
massive
more.
middle of the movie. There's a fabulous twist. And
And
then
it's kind of foreshadowed in the opening
it
scene, isn't
is.
it? Because
Yeah,
in the
it
opening scene
is.
they go into it
Mm.
follows the sheriff into the
Yep.
convenience store, and
Hmm.
you think they're just having a conversation shooting the shit. Sheriff goes off for a
Hmm.
wee, and then as soon as he's out of the shot, like as soon as he
Mm.
walks out of the room, the two criminals
Yeah.
emerge from behind the thing and say they've been there the whole time with a gun on the guy, on the shopkeeper.
Mm.
Like, are you telling him we're here? Are you trying to signal at him and all this kind of thing?
Mm.
Already there's a kind of, I've spoiled that for you, but anyway.
Mm.
But no, already there's a kind of, it sort of foreshadows the bigger twist halfway
Yeah.
through the movie, doesn't it? Oh,
No,
it's enormous fun. I watched
it
both of
is.
those movies a whole bunch of times when I was a student. Excellent choice, sir. Well done. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you. Right.
Uh,
So give
should
us
we
the
see what
review, please.
should
Yeah,
we see what
please.
should we see what the Wolf Book says about them? Okay,
Hmm.
let's do Desperado first. Edward, no. Devil, no, not quite. Devil Wears Prada. Defiance, Demon, Demon Seed, Desert, Destination, Desperately Seeking Susan, Desperado. Oh, for Christ's sake, where is it? The Desperados. Oh, interesting.
Mm.
Desperado,
Yeah.
also known as El Mariachi 2
Hmm.
in certain markets. 3 out of 4 actually gives it quite a
Ooh,
good score.
okay.
Rodriguez's nameless guitar player turned gunman returns, this time in the persona of Heartthrob Banderas. You see what I mean? Heartthrob. Don't get me wrong, he's gorgeous,
Mm.
but the director also has a studio budget to play with, a sizable increase over the $7,000 for El Mariachi. So the action is on a bigger, more violent scale. You quickly lose count of flying bodies and bullets as El Mariachi tracks down infamous drug lord Bucho. Gringo Steve Buscemi provides assistance. Beautiful bookstall owner Salma Hayek offers solace, and Quentin Tarantino meets his well-deserved cameo demise. Yes, because of course Tarantino's a cameo in that film and tells that
Yeah.
great joke, which I really
Mm.
like. I really the pissing all over the bar. I'm not going to repeat it here. Watch the movie.
Hmm.
From Dusk Till Dawn. I haven't got the energy to remember it anyway. From Dusk Till Dawn. Where are we? I'm cut it out while I'm finding it. From Hell, no, From Beyond. From Dusk Till Dawn, 2.5 out of 4. It's not too bad.
Okay.
Escape Cons, Seth and Richie, Gecko. Seth and Richie, start again.
Mm.
Escape Cons, Seth and Richie Gecko, George Clooney and Quentin Tarantino pick up an ex-preacher and his 2 kids as hostages en route to their Mexican rendezvous spot, a raunchy biker joint. I can't read any more of this, it gives it away.
Mm.